So you did a story recently which found, tell me if I get this right, essentially that Massachusetts lawmakers get paid a lot of money to spend a lot of time passing not very many bills. Is that a fair synopsis?
Yep, perfectly right.
All right. Why is it that they spend so much time to do not very much?
So we have many proposed bills, in part because any citizen here can propose a bill, but there's no way to tell how many.
Like say banning sex during divorce,
Exactly.
for example, right?
Yeah. But also there's the concentration of leadership. For example, it's very hard to get a bill out of committee because the chair of the committee has to hold an executive session in order for a vote to send it to the full floor. So right there, that holds a lot of bills back in committee.
So the members of the committee themselves cannot just decide, okay, we're going to move this. They need the okay from the top guy or gal. Okay.
Right.
David, you did a piece for the Phoenix a while back, which, as I recall, suggested getting rid of the Massachusetts House of Representatives just altogether.
Yes.
Was that in part because of the dynamics that Rupa's talking about?
Yeah, a lot of people thought that I was kidding about that, but I was not. I'm very serious. I think that Massachusetts should go to a unicameral system, in part because of what you found. It's great to have a fresh set of eyes on it from outside to tell us that this is not what happens everywhere. It really is different to a large degree, and you got a lot of the dynamics that are at work, which is that power is very concentrated, particularly on the House side. Power is very concentrated on the leadership, which has been true both for under Speaker DeLeo and Speaker DeMacy, which is in large part because of their leadership style, but they were chosen and supported because the members want that leadership style. They want here the protection of having the leadership decide everything so that they don't have,
You do what you're told, essentially, as opposed to freelancing.
And also, it becomes easy. A lot of the members don't like to take votes because when you take votes when something comes to the floor and you take votes, it's going to hurt you one way or another. Someone's not going to like it. So if you can convince leadership behind the scenes, I don't want this to come to a vote, leadership can take the hit for slowing the bill down, and you don't personally have to go in front of the voters. So those are the dynamics, and you also got at some of the how the leadership, broadly speaking, gets extra pay, which is a way of sort of keeping them in the pocket of the leadership.
Yeah.
I got to ask you, what sort of reaction did you get from legislative leaders or legislative rank and file after your story ran?
From leaders, they were disappointed that I didn't elucidate more specifically the substantive bills they did pass with statewide impact.
But my recollection is that you had a statement from Bob DeLeo, which basically made that point. People should take into account the big important things that we do pass here. So do they want you to name specific bills?
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And anyone whisper to you, off the record perhaps, that they thought you got it right?
Oh, yes, definitely. Many, yeah.
Quickly, what is the best way to make the system better? First you, then you.
I would say the easiest thing is to allow votes in committee without an executive session to send a bill to the full floor.
Okay. David, what about you?
What was proposed to me a while back is to open up the leadership battles to a more public airing. Have those who want to have a public vote of the state senators or state representatives who are voting for their speaker and senator, and have a series of have it be a statewide campaign where they'd have to go in front of voters and do debates.
Oh, I dig it. Very Athenian.
Exactly. And then you would have these leaders sort of on record of what they're planning to do and how they plan to, and they would make promises about openness and transparency and decentralization that perhaps you could hold them to.
All right. You've sold me. David Bernstein, thank you. Rupa Shenoy, thank you. Thank you as always for watching the Scrum. I'm Adam Reilly. We will see you again soon.